going on YouTube? Evan here at Cloud9 Aquariums. Alright, so we're back to the dirtied aquarium, and now we're talking about how we're going to fill it up. Now whether you have water changer or buckets, doesn't matter, you can still use the same concept. Right now I'm filling it up with buckets. Kind of sucks because I'm not used to the bucket brigade, but hey, it's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, let me show you how it's just a great way to fill up a tank. You can use it for any type of tank. It doesn't have to be dirted tanks, but I like to use it especially for my dirted and planted tanks because A, you won't uproot your plants, and you don't shift your gravel around, which would absolutely destroy your dirt. Because you gotta remember, when you're pouring your bucket in there, it's actually gonna funnel right into your gravel. Now that may not be a problem if you have normal gravel, but if you have dirt underneath that gravel, it's gonna completely wash away the cap where you have, and it's just gonna completely kick up all that dirt, and it's gonna get disgusting. So you definitely want to do this. So what I like to do is I just take a plate, okay? Any ordinary plate works. If you do use a glass plate, it's going to sit on the bottom of your tank, which is completely fine because it'll still hit the plate and deflect all your water, so it won't actually hit the gravel. But what I like to use is this one right here. This is a plastic plate, okay? Now what's great about it is it's got a little lip on the back, okay? And so it actually traps a little bit of air, so which is great because not only is it plastic, so it'll float anyways, but that traps a little bit more air, so it really floats awesome. So if you can get a plastic plate that floats, even better. But it doesn't have to be. So either way, what you're going to do is you're going to put your plate in there, you're going to float it, or you're going to set it on the bottom. If it is going to float, you want to put it maybe in a corner or something like that, because otherwise you're going to be chasing it around the whole tank. Okay, and you want, basically the goal is just to hit the tank. Hit the plate with your water. And what it's going to do is it's just going to deflect all that water, you'll see. So all it's doing is just pushing my water, and it's just deflecting it all around the tank, which is great. So that way I don't have to worry about any of my plants getting uprooted or any of my, gravel getting shifted around and dirt getting kicked up and all that jazz. Which is cool too because it saves a lot of work for my filter, because you'll see my water's actually pretty clear considering. This is a dirty aquarium. This thing should be, I mean, if I was pouring it in normal, you wouldn't be able to see a single thing. So that's my one little trick when it comes to this type of stuff. You can do that with your normal water changer too if you're using like an Aqueon water changer like I have, a Python, anything like that. You can do the same thing. When you're filling it back up, just put a little saucer underneath the end of it, and that just deflects the water, and it works great. Alright folks, so there's my little tip for the day. And stay tuned because I'll give you one final tip. Once the tank is filled and when I'm starting to cycle it, I'm going to show you how we're going to prevent your first algae outbreak, okay? Because as we've already discovered, or at least talked about, the reasons why we do a cap, and why we do this, and why we do that, and why we pack this down, okay? It's all leading up to the fact that we don't want to have that first algae outbreak, okay? Sure, it may happen, but we want to at least limit it to the most minimalistic algae problem possible. We don't want it to be a problem. We want to see that there is algae and take care of it. So we're going to try to minimize it as much as possible. I'm going to show you how to in our next video, alright? So, with that being said, I'm Evan and this is Cloud9 Aquariums.